Morongo Casino, Dodgers on Deck show, first pitch at 6:40. Happy to have you with us. Game 1 of 3. It's the Dodgers in the Valley of the Sun against the Diamondbacks. And with the play, here's Tim.
Thank you very much, Mo. Shohei Ohtani standing in. His first at bat brought to you by Asahi Super Dry Beer, embodying the refreshing taste of modern Japan. Go beyond the expected. Dodgers, they're traveling road grays. Dodgers across the chest. White home uniforms with the Arizona A on the left side of the chest, the Sedona red caps. And now Brandon Pfaadt throws the first pitch of the ball game right on the outside corner for a called strike, and we're underway at 6:40 in the evening. 76 degrees inside. The roof is closed. It's 98 outside. Time and temp brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ohtani. 283 average, 53 home runs. He's now second in the National League. Ball is sliced down the left field side, not a play. Yeah, Kyle Schwarber hit a home run today for the Phillies. He's got 54, and Ohtani right behind him at 53. Phillies still playing, though. They're in a rain delay in the bottom of the 9th inning, tied at 3 with the Marlins. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Shohei. Been on base in 26 straight games. That's the longest streak by any player in the majors. He'll swing and foul it back off to our left. And now it's 1-2 still. 99 runs batted in. So bordering on 100. And he'll make his 100th start on the mound. He swings, hits a shot down to second base. 1 hop for Ketel Marte. He'll throw on to first. And that's how the game begins with a 4-3 putout. 1 away for the Dodgers in the top of the first.
Well, the Dodgers have seen Brandon Pfaadt 3 other starts, and he's 2-0 against them. Coming off a very good outing his last time on the mound.
Here's Mookie. Last 13 games, Betts hitting .370 with 4 home runs. He's also scored 13 runs in his last 13 games. .258 overall, 20 home runs, and 79 runs batted in. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Mookie swings, belts it to left field. That's a base hit. Couple of hops to the left fielder, Jake McCarthy. And Betts has the first hit of the series.
Well, indoors, now this is an artificial surface, but it does not play exceptionally fast. So even balls hit to the alleys, although you got big alleys, 413 to left center and right center.
It does play more like regular grass. Freddie Freeman, 1 out and 1 on. Freddie at .292, 4th in the National League in hitting now. And the pitch is thrown low and in. In fact, you look at the leaders in the National League. Trey Turner of the Phillies on top, 305. Nico Horner of the Cubs came into the game today, 299. Alec Burleson of the Cardinals, 293. And then there's Freeman. He'll swing and pop one up foul, third base side. It's a long run for Blaze Alexander. He'll make the catch on the warning track just north of the third base dugout. And there are 2 away. He pops out foul to Alexander, and Max Muncy, the batter. 248 for Max, 19 home runs. This is the 99th game he will play in this year.
For Betts, the second batter that Pfaadt faces tonight got a base hit. Pfaadt the last outing. 1 hit with 27 batters that he faced.
Career best outing. Here's the pitch. That's inside to Muncy. And he's got a repertoire of pitches. Fastball, sinker, sweeper, changeup, curveball, cutter.
Kitchen sink.
Yeah, he throws some more than others, but he'll throw them all during the course of an outing. 1-0 pitch to Muncy. He'll let it go for a strike, says home plate umpire Junior Valentine. Junior Valentine, a little deliberate with his strike calls. He'll wait a beat and then make it. Betts leads at first base, 2 men out. 1-1 pitch to Muncy. Inside, and it's 2-1. Well, best week of the baseball season right now. A lot of teams will have a make or break this week.
For a lot of teams, this is the season. This week.
And for the Diamondbacks, it is. This series is. This is make or break for them. They're a half game behind Cincinnati after the Reds win, or after the Reds lost, I should say, to the Pirates earlier today. And 1 game behind the Mets. The Mets and Cubs tied at 7 in the 7th. That's for the final wild card spot. Muncy fouls it off to the left and out of play. So we'll keep you updated as to what is going on with that on this Tuesday. Oscar Hernandez on deck. Shortstop Geraldo Perdomo playing up the middle. Slightly to the left of the second base back. Stretch by Fott. And the 2-2. That's inside. Full count on Muncy. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to keep the ball in on his hands.
Muncy this season, 76 out of 306. Betts leads. He'll take off with the pitch. And the payoff coming. There goes Mookie. Ball is swung on and hit high and deep to right field. Corbin Carroll back to the track. He's got room. He makes the catch right at the base of the warning track. And the Dodgers are down on the top of the first. No runs, a hit, a man left. No Diamondback errors. Shohei Ohtani coming out to pitch. As we go to the bottom of the first inning, it's the Dodgers nothing.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1920.
Ohtani 1-1, 329 the earned run average. Looks like there's a baseball on the field out in deep left center. Andy Pajes will go retrieve it. And for Ohtani, last time out against the Phillies, 5 innings and no-hit baseball on the 16th of September. He was really good. An interesting note about that, too. He was the last pitcher since Madison Bumgarner on April 2nd, 2017, to have no hits allowed through 5 and have a home run in the same game. And the first pitch is in there for a strike on Perdomo. Perdomo has an 11-game hitting streak, hitting .290 overall, 19 homers and 97 runs batted in. Ohtani winds, kicks, fires. Ball is swung on. Bat goes one direction. It's a shallow fly ball to right, but coming in is Teoscar Hernandez. It's like the broken bat. He's got the handle in his hand, and the business end of the bat went over by the Dodger dugout. One away.
An extra screen that Major League Baseball has put in every ballpark. That saved a possible, really a severe injury right there in the fan.
One down, and here is Ketel Marte. Another switch hitter at the top of the order. Batting lefty, the second baseman with a .280 average, 26 home runs. Swings and misses as he took a healthy cut. That was a big swing by Marte on the first pitch from Ohtani. No balls and one strike. Marte this season against the Dodgers has had himself a pretty good time. Hitting .323, has 4 home runs. Marte awaits the 1-1 pitch. Ohtani winds, fires, and it's way inside, and that backs him up. One thing to look for Ohtani tonight. Dave Roberts saying in the dugout prior to the game today that if he's efficient through 5 innings, they may let him go out for a 6th. But it all depends on the game situation. 2-1. Swung on, ground ball to second. Right behind it, Tommy Edman. He is up with it, throws on to first to retire the jogging Marte. And there's 2 down.
I'll say one thing, it's 2 up and 2 down, and both batters have been jammed.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise in treatment. U.S. News and World Report once again has named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more today at chla.org. Pitch to Corbin Carroll is inside ball 1. Carroll, the right fielder. .263 average, 31 homers for him this year. And he is really good on the bases. Got to keep him off the bags. And Ohtani just throws one right by him.
Tim, watch Marte coming back to the dugout. He yelled over to Moreno, who's in the on-deck circle, and he motioned his look. It signifies, look, the fastball's tailing away from a left-handed batter.
Carroll looks low. 2 balls and a strike.
Which means it's going to be coming into a right-handed hitter.
Ohtani's thrown 3 fastballs. 2 of them have been right around the 100-mile-an-hour mark to Carroll. Now the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. A slider that time.
For Carroll, he's always a threat, and especially if he gets on base. 30-30, the 4th that the Diamondbacks have had.
2-2. 2 men out, nobody on. Ohtani ready to throw. He steps back, kicks, delivers. And Corbin Carroll takes strike 3. A curveball caught him looking. Strikeout number 1 for Ohtani comes on the curve. The side retired in order. We'll go to the 2nd inning in Phoenix.
The Off Base Podcast is on. Join Lauren Gardner.
1-2 Teoscar, 244 the average, 24 homers. And the right-hander delivers the 0-1 way outside. Top of the second, brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Ball, 1 strike. For the Dodger right fielder, right-handed batter waits in the pitch. And he'll see another strike go by. That time a cutter from Brandon Pfaadt. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Teoscar, who asks for time and has it granted. Ready for the 1-2 as Pfaadt steps back and deals home. That's outside. Another breaking ball, a sweeper. Teoscar Hernandez, Michael Conforto on deck, Tommy Edman after that. Outfield playing Teoscar pretty well straight up. In the pitch, he swings, hits a drive to left field and deep. Heading back is McCarthy to the track and to the wall. He leaps. It's gone. It's a home run for Teoscar Hernandez. His 25th of the season. And the Dodgers break on top 1-0.
On a 2-strike pitch, headed into the first row. Doesn't matter how far if it gets over the fence. And for Daniel Jeweler, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jewelers since 1948. We encourage you to visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet along with $50 off a $99 coupon.
1-0, Michael Conforto next. And he'll take high and in ball 1. That's the 25th home run allowed by Brandon Pfaadt this year. Pfaadt 13-8. He's pitched much better here at home than on the road, but he has done a very good job against the Dodgers this year, 2-0. And the Dodgers trying to get some payback here tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike to Conforto.
Yeah, it's only the 4th home run he's given up in this ballpark this year.
Here's the 1-1. Conforto swings, pops it up back a third. Long run for Blaze Alexander. Still on the run. He'll make the catch in foul territory. Well, he can run. He can cover a ton of ground. Makes it look easy. He's got very smooth strides, and he got out there in foul ground, almost in shallow left, and retires Conforto. Tommy Edman coming up. His first at bat presented by Edmunds. Get an offer for your car. Find your next one all on Edmunds.com. So Edman, a 226 hitter. And he will swing and miss the first pitch thrown to him for strike 1. 13 home runs for Tommy. That ties a career high for him. Switch hitter batting left. 0-1 pitch. And he will take low for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Last year in the National League Championship Series, he had 11 hits, 11 runs batted in. Tying a franchise record. Postseason series. Swings, fouls this one back. He had a really, really good postseason and helped the Dodgers in so many ways. They've been bothered and slowed by a poor ankle, and that seems to be much better at this stage of the season. One ball, 2 strikes to Edman. And the pitch. And that's low. Check swing. Did not go around. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Andy Pages on deck. Game 1 of 3. And think about this. 1 week from tonight, the Dodgers will be home in the wild card series. The postseason begins a week from tonight. And there are tickets available right now. If you're thinking about going to the postseason games at Dodger Stadium, now's your time to grab those tickets.
Tell you what, there is nothing like the atmosphere of postseason play.
3-2 pitch. Tommy swings and strikes out. Well, 2 down. But to get those tickets, go to Dodgers.com/postseason. But yeah, it'll be a week from tonight it all begins.
Not certain yet of the exact start time, but we can tell you that next Tuesday the electricity will be full circle
Andy Pye has the batter. He'll swing, and he hits a drive to center field. This one's going to be caught, though, as center fielder Alec Thomas backpedals. He makes the catch. Dodgers get a run on the home run by Teoscar Hernandez. And after an inning and a half at Chase Field, it's the Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks nothing.
When you want Dodgers.
Batter, he'll take inside this time, 2-0. Moreno, 291 hitter.
Well, he's been hot lately. Last 15 games hitting 347.
And the 2-0 is high and away. It's 3-0. Ohtani falls behind Moreno. Blaze Alexander, the third baseman, on deck. And the pitch in there for a called strike this time, so it's 3-1. There comes the 3-1 offer. Swing and a miss. That fills the count, 3-2. Ohtani with another good fastball.
That was not a dainty swing either.
Ooh. Some updates headed your way from different games have had some meaning. As we continue tonight, we'll have a few of those. Full count pitch from Ohtani. He kicks, fires. Swung on it. Foul tipped into the glove of Ben Rortvedt for strike 3. So he comes all the way back from 3-0 to strike out Moreno. That's strikeout number 2 for Ohtani. And Blaze Alexander, the third baseman, up. 235 the average, 7 home runs, 28 runs batted in. And Ohtani working home to Alexander. Sends it a little bit high for ball 1. Work hard and play hard in the new Tacoma. With an iForce turbocharged engine, it's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed right by him.
Alexander 1 for his last 9 at-bats.
A 1-1 pitch. Alexander swings and misses at another. A sweeper that time. Chased it outside. Ball and 2 strikes to Alexander now. Field back, outfield pretty straight away. Pages maybe a step or two toward right center. 1-2. And Alexander looks at a heater up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
99.5 miles an hour. It's 100.
Yep. Going to round it up. Here's a 2-2. Inside. Now the count full 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. 1 down, bases empty. Payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the
Sign accepts the next one, and now the 3-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him with a sweeper. That's 3 straight strikeouts for Ohtani. 2 men are out here in the second. And here's Ildemaro Vargas, who's not a natural first baseman, but he'll catch the ball over there, and they've got him playing first base. I've been pretty happy with his play. He's been around a while. He'll take a strike on the outside corner. 2 men out. Dodgers with a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second inning. And the Dodgers score first, by the way. Their record is 55-20. Muncy off the bag at third. Toes on the infield grass for the left-handed hitting Vargas, who could not check his swing, and appeal down to third. And the third base umpire, Trip Gibson.
It looked like that Vargas, Tim, was pointing to the third base umpire himself.
Every once in a while, you see a batter do that, and you wonder why. 0-2 pitch. That's low. Haven't seen it a lot, but every once in a while you'll see the hitter getting rather defensive, and they'll point down to the umpire and say, look, he'll tell you I didn't swing. But in this case, it wasn't that. 1-2. Swinging a ground ball toward the middle. Backhanding is Tommy Edman. He'll straighten up, throw on to first. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Ohtani. 6 up, 6 down in the ball game. We go to the third. It's the Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks 0.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager.
It's 0-1. Rortvedt, and then Ohtani, and then Betts this inning. Brandon Pfaadt's pitch, swung on, bounced foul past first. 0-2 to Ben Rortvedt. Rortvedt's done a nice job. We've all known it. We've all seen it. And just coming in, basically parachuting in and learning the pitching staff in a short period of time. 0-2 pitch. And curveball missed outside.
He's done really the tough part on top of it. He's gained the respect of his new teammates very rapidly. And he takes charge of the game when he gets behind the plate.
1-2. He swings and rips it down to first, and that is caught in the air by Ildemaro Vargas. Rortvedt lines out, and there's one away. In San Diego, the Padres playing the Brewers. Ryan O'Hearn of the Padres has hit a grand slam, and on the top of the second inning, San Diego with a 4-0 lead over Milwaukee. Remember, they won in 11 innings last night. Now Ohtani swings and skies one to the left side of the infield. Drifting back on the outfield grass is Blaze Alexander, and that's a one-pitch out. And there are two gone. Ohtani's 0 for 2. Well, the Dodgers with a magic number of 3 and 6 to play, including tonight's game, need to take care of business all on their own. If they do get a little help from Milwaukee, they'll have a chance to clinch here in Arizona. Otherwise, it could leak into Seattle. The final 3 games before they could clinch. Again, the Dodgers 2.5 up on the Padres, and they do own the tiebreaker, so it's like a 3-game lead with 6 to play. Mookie Betts is 1 for 1. Here's Pfaadt's pitch, and Betts taking all the way after the one pitch out, and that's a strike.
Yeah, it's only the 4th pitch of the inning. Betts also took his time just getting to home plate. In fact, he called timeout before the first pitch was thrown.
0-1 strike pitch. Mookie lets it go, and that is going to be strike 2. Two outs, base is empty. 0-2 to Mookie Betts. And Pfaadt winds and delivers. That's outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Giving Mookie a little bit of room on the right side of the outfield as Alec Thomas moved over toward left center. Well off the line and right is Corbin Carroll. Mookie takes low, and that's a 2-2 count. 407 to dead center. Then it goes out to 413 on both the right and the left side of the outfield wall. And then you got to hit it up over a yellow line. And then there's 2 balconies out there. Mookie takes a ball outside, a sweeper, and that's a full count.
The pool, by the way, is located in right center field, between the 413 and the 374 mark.
3-2 pitch. Mookie swings and strikes out. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers in the top of the 3rd. After 2.5, it's the Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks nothing.
Shouldn't I be?
Let's see if we can.
Shohei. That's a curveball that just stood up the left-handed hitter. And watched it. So he's got the good curve we've seen so far tonight. He struck out Corbin Carroll on it to end the first. And now a 1-1 pitch. Swung on. Ball hits Ohtani. Bounces in front of the mound. Thomas is going to be safe at first. Throw over there was low. And that's the one thing you really worry about with Ohtani is him getting hit with a comebacker. Seems to be all right. Dave Roberts comes out along with Thomas Albert, the trainer, and Will Ireton, the translator.
He was shaking out his left hand, the glove hand.
He doesn't look too worse for the wear right now. He says he's okay. That is the one thing that really scares you about Ohtani pitching. Now Dave Roberts talking to the home plate umpire about something.
Yeah, and Roberts pleading his case. And he did it 2 different times. You know, I think Dave wanted Ohtani to see if he wanted to throw a pitch. And Junior Valentine, the home plate umpire, appeared to say, no, he's okay. And Roberts went back, no, we'll decide if our guy's okay.
Well, the first hit for the Diamondbacks comes from Alek Thomas. James McMahon, the catcher, right-handed hitter. Middle infielders will play for 2. Outfield straight away. A little bit in back of the bag and off the line at third is Muncy. Pitch swung on and watch out. There goes the bat. Right over the head of Jake McCarthy, the on-deck hitter. That's a strike and an interesting one. And then as McCann went over to the on-deck circle, a little mat that's down there with the Diamondback logo and all the bat and sticky materials down there. He almost tripped over it. No balls and 1 strike to James McCann. Alek Thomas leading at first. He has 7 stolen bases. He's been caught 4 times. And Rortvedt behind the plate throws the ball pretty well. Ohtani out of the stretch for the first time. Right side of the infield wide open. Edmonds shading the bag at second. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. No chance there.
Well, Thomas is one of the 2 guys. Corbin Carroll's the other one. When they're leading off, they're constantly moving their feet. They don't stand still. And he's going to try and get if he can, he's going to try and figure out how to get a good jump.
0-2 pitch. And that's outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You know, there's another dimension also. The line drive going off of Ohtani's left hand. It's okay, fine. It's his glove hand. Oh. Don't overlook the fact that's his top hand when he's hitting from the left-hand side.
1-2 now to McCann. He swings and strikes out. That was a fastball, 99.5 down low, about 100. And that's strikeout number 4 for Shohei Ohtani.
Well, Mookie Betts, we know, has been nominated for this year's Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One. And you as fans can vote. Recognize who best represents the game through positive contributions on and off the field. So you can vote at MLBtogether.com/Clemente Award.
Jake McCarthy batting from the left side, takes outside, ball 1. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball, AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a grounder just off the front of the Dodger dugout on the first base side. One ball, 1 strike to the left fielder, Jake McCarthy. 209 hitter, 3 home runs and 19 batted in. Dodgers up 1-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. That's a good curve.
In this series, I go back to something I read about Corbin Carroll made a comment after yesterday's ball game. He says, obviously there's a lot to go right for us to get the postseason. He said, but we need to add pressure and still feel like we can beat the other team.
Back-to-back curveballs, swing and a miss, and out on strikes is McCarthy. 5th strikeout for Ohtani. Back to the top of the order. Geraldo Perdomo. 2 men out for Arizona. The Yankees beat the White Sox 3-2. Jose Caballero had a walk-off single for the Yankees, and that clinches a postseason berth for New York for the 8th time in the last 9 seasons. So, Yankees winners tonight. They punch their ticket to the postseason.
There was one website today that said, well, over the weekend, with the Diamondbacks improving, it also improved their chance of the postseason by 6.5%.
Pitch swung on it.
I'm sure that was a very settling announcement for the Diamondbacks. Oh, geez, guys.
A whole 6.5?
Yeah. Our chances have been increased by 6.5%, according to Fangraphs.
Sure, it was a relief to hear that. Here's a 1-1, and that one is in there for a strike call, says Junior Valentine. 1-2 to Perdomo, who flied out to Teoscar Hernandez in right field his first time up. Cost him a bat, too. Snapped in half. 1-2 pitch from Ohtani. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another 100-mile-an-hour fastball. He's got 6 strikeouts through the first 3 innings. Ohtani is looking very formidable in this ball game tonight. We go to the 4th. It's the Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks nothing.
Standing 200 miles an hour. But the curveball, and I think the way that he has really maneuvered through the pitch counts.
0-1 swung on, fouled off to the left, and it's 0-2 to Freeman.
Tim, what I'm seeing with Freddie Freeman the last 4 or 5 games in particular, some frustration. That first pitch in this at-bat, for example, he was just shaking his head. That's a pitch that normally he's going to handle much better than to foul it off.
0-2 pitch. Swings, hits a ground ball left side. Blaze Alexander, a backhander. He throws to first, safe at first. Base hit for Freeman. But you want to talk about a good play by Blaze Alexander. Man, did he get over there. Got rid of the ball in a hurry, made a play out of it. Freeman was able to get there a half step ahead of time, and he's got a leadoff single.
Well, the fact that Alexander is, first of all, able to get to the baseball. And then, as his momentum is taken towards the left field corner, turn and throw the opposite direction and have something on it.
Max Muncy is 0 for 1. Max flied out deep to right in the first. Brandon Pfaadt set at the belt. Right-hander's pitch. Way inside the Max. And we noticed during the first at-bat, Pfaadt was pitching Max inside quite a bit. Trying to get in on his hands. One ball, no strike pitch.
Target away.
And that is just outside and low. 2-0. Dodgers, their lone run scored on a home run by Teoscar Hernandez to lead off the second. Freeman aboard, nobody out. 2-ball, no strike pitch to Muncy. Target set down the middle. And Pfaadt deals. And Muncy watches it for a strike. Third ball. 2-1. Well, you look around this ballpark tonight, Mo. Really good crowd. It looks like it's nearly sold out, if not sold out tonight. Diamondbacks battling for that last wild card spot. They're still in it. Muncy got jammed, and he pops it up to Blaze Alexander at third for the out. One gone for the Dodgers now in the fourth.
Yeah, well, Diamondbacks bringing out some support as well. Dodgers brought their own pretty good left-hander. We're at the McClayton Kershaw. Well, the Diamondbacks have the former lefty for the Diamondbacks. 6'11" of it, Randy Johnson, in the first row, right next to the Diamondbacks dugout.
Here's Teoscar, 1-for-1 with a homer. First pitch to Teoscar, inside, backs him up. Well, the year when the Diamondbacks won the World Series over the Yankees, they had a really good pitching combination. Randy Johnson, Curt Schilling, they got it done that year for sure. 1-0 pitch. That one is looped into shallow right. After it is Ketel Marte. He makes the catch. Thinks about going back to first base, but Freddie gets back before a throw. 2 men out. And Michael Conforto to the bat. In fact, we were visiting with the manager of that team, their World Series champion team, Bob Brenly. Prior to the game, we see Bob here a lot. There's television for the Diamondbacks. Former catcher back in the day, mostly. First pitch to Conforto is swung on and missed. Nothing in one. 2 down, Freeman aboard. Pfaadt gets a new baseball, rubs it up on the mound. He'll scrape some of the clay out in front of the pitching rubber. Now he'll toe it right in the center. Glove pressed up against his left hip. Now he comes set. And the 0-1 pitch to Conforto coming. Michael looks at it a little low. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boston beat Toronto 4-1. The Red Sox a game ahead of the Tigers now for the second wild card. While the Blue Jays, a 1-game lead over the Yankees in the East. Jays on the tiebreaker there. Pitch outside, trying to change up. Faded off the end of the plate. 2-1. Well, the Tigers, that's a story. Might have to wait till the next half inning for that. 2-1 pitch. Conforto waves and misses. But we will tell you this, the Guardians are playing the Tigers head-to-head. The Guardians won today. And with that, secured the season series in the tiebreaker, so they now are tied for first place in the American League Central Division and on the tiebreaker. And on September 10th, they were 9.5 back. September 4th, they were 11 back and managed to tie the Tigers. There's a swing and a miss, and Conforto strikes out. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. At the end of 3.5, it's the Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks nothing.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since
And that one is drilled into right center for a base hit. There's a fastball down and in, and Marte went down there and got it. In the second inning in a row, the Diamondbacks have a leadoff single, and they've got the tying run aboard. Corbin Carroll coming up.
And a ground ball makes sure of one. Carroll has a lot of foot speed. Difficult to double him up.
Pitch to Carroll. Swings, fouls it straight back. Nothing in one. Ohtani's been very consistent with his velocity on the fastball. He's been sitting at 99. That's pretty good. Anyway, the stretch and the pitch. And Carroll bounces one wide of first for strike two. Nothing in two.
That's Carroll, the 30-30 club. First in the franchise history of Arizona. The fourth this year in baseball. Soto with the Mets. Chisholm with the Yankees. Ramirez with Cleveland.
Well, here comes the 0-2. And Carroll got a piece of it. Knocked it foul just beyond the Dodger dugout.
Carroll also joins Jimmy Rollins, 2007, and Willie Mays, 1957, the only players to ever go 30-30 with at least 15 triples.
Yeah. Stretch by Ohtani, his 0-2 to Corbin Carroll. And Carroll swings, pops it back foul left and out of play.
Good matched up with Rollins again, 2007. And then the other guy to do that, you go back to 1957, Willie Mays.
Nothing in two, the count. Still to Corbin Carroll. Pitch. And he looks at a ball low. Blocked by Rortvedt. It was in the dirt. You know, we always like those comparison stats, right, to players of the past. This one really stood out today. This is Ohtani's 100th Major League start. It's only two players in history with 100 starts and over 100 home runs. And that pitch in the dirt, blocked again by Rortvedt. Babe Ruth is the other guy, and Ohtani joins him in that category. Career start number 100. In his career, Ohtani 39-20 with a 3.03 ERA and a 2.02 batting average against. 2-2. Carroll got a piece and fouled it back. He is giving Ohtani a workout now. Now we're in the fifth inning, and typically this would be the last inning according to plan for Ohtani. Dave Roberts said depending on the pitch count, they might go a sixth tonight. He said he's been having some conversations with Ohtani. He says he feels really good. And if they want to get him to go six tonight, it's a possibility. It might not happen. Then again, it might. We'll see. 2-2 to Corbin Carroll. Just missed. Oh, he didn't miss. It's a strike call to the outside corner. And Carroll goes out on strikes. A fastball at 101.
And he went to outside corner. We found out from the catcher, Rortvedt, that it was a strike before home plate umpire Junior Valentine signaled. Valentine's not going to pull a muscle calling a strike.
No, he takes his time. He may be the new slowest strike call in baseball. And, you know, he does a good job, obviously, as a major league umpire. But, you know, don't be afraid to let us know. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that's so. Speaking of umpires, you know, not to bury the lead of the day, but the big story of the day, Major League Baseball announcing that the automatic ball strike system will be in the major leagues next season.
Yep. Competition committee voted today.
2-0 pitch. And that's down low. In fact, Zach Gallen, starting pitcher for the Diamondbacks, is on the competition committee. He said that better than 2/3 of the players voted to have the challenge system. to do it that way with 2 challenges. Pitch is on the outside edge to Gabriel Moreno.
As opposed to the automatic.
Yeah. So we can clear this up, but everybody's thinking, okay, it's going to be a robo-ump or a robotic ump. That's not the case. Not at all. The human umpire is going to call balls and strikes. Swinging a foul in and out of the glove of Rortvedt. It's just that the players will have 2 challenges. Only the pitcher, the batter, and the catcher can make a challenge. It's got to be done right away. They can't have any help from the dugout. They can't say, hey, challenge that. That won't work. If the umpire hears it, he won't allow it. And if you keep, if you win your challenge, you keep your challenges. So there's going to be some strategy as to when to use it. You don't want to be out of challenges in the first inning. So 3-2. Moreno swings in. He strikes out. 2 down. That's 8 strikeouts for Ohtani.
The other part of that with the 2 challenges, if you use your challenge that goes extra innings, you get 1 additional challenge for every inning. And you cannot use any challenges as a carryover. Right. In other words, if you had not used the 2 challenges in the first 9, you cannot carry them over into extra innings.
Ohtani now 1 off his season high in strikeouts of 9.
I thought it was interesting, too, Tim, very quickly to wrap it up on the ABS. In spring, there were 288 games played. There were 4.1 challenges per game. It took less than 14 seconds.
Blaze Alexander hits one toward the middle. Gloving it is Betts. A little sidearm backhand toss to Tommy Edman at second, and that is the force out that retires the side. For the Diamondbacks, no.
The Off Base Podcast is on. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs for all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the
Rortvedt. We look out in the Dodger bullpen. There's a ground ball toward the middle. Diving stop by Ketel Marte to his feet. He throws on to first. And Edman is out on a terrific diving stop by Ketel Marte. One away. The saying out in the bullpen tonight, a little birdie had told me before the game this was going to happen. And we talked about this in the pregame tonight, if you heard it, but Clayton Kershaw is in the bullpen tonight. He is expected to make a start in Seattle. At least that's the plan right now. Andy Pages takes a strike. But for the next few nights, he's going to work out of the bullpen, and on what would be considered his throw day, he may be used in relief. in one of these games here in Arizona. Strike 2 to Pages. So I got tipped off on that today. Now that I see him out. Chances are very good he'll be coming out of the bullpen in the postseason. 0-2. That's up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that figures, because where are you going to fit him in?
Well, the guy pitching tonight's going to start. Ohtani. 1-2. Strike 3 called. Got him with a sweeper. And Pages goes down on strikes looking. That's the 4th strikeout for Fott tonight. But yeah, you start crunching the numbers. Yamamoto's going to start. Blake Snell's going to start. Tyler Glasnow's going to get a start. And what do you do with Emmett Sheehan at that point in time? He's been pitching exceptionally well. Rort Vett swing and a miss for a strike.
Well, it all kicks off on Tuesday. The thrill of October baseball, folks. Don't let it get by. That wild card series begins, so make sure you secure your postseason tickets at Dodgers.com/postseason.
1 wave and a miss. It's 0-2. Ohtani out on deck as the Dodgers have 2 down, nobody on here in the 5th. There's the wind, the 0-2. Inside. You never know who's going to be that October guy, that pitcher that's pitching out of turn. You think of Walker Buehler last year.
And you were just talking about Tommy Edman as far as a position player last year.
Yeah, you never know who's going to be that October hero. Could be Emmett Sheehan. You never know. Could be Roki Sasaki. He's going to be activated tomorrow. We'll see him in a game here probably in Arizona as soon as tomorrow. 1-2. There's a swing and a ground ball toward the middle. A few steps to his right is Ketel Marte. Backhands and throws on to first to get him. Dodgers go in order in the top half of the 5th. They go to the bottom of the 5th inning in Phoenix. It's the Dodgers 1.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
1-0. They're back underway in Philadelphia. They had a rain delay in the bottom of the ninth. Miami and the Phillies tied at 3. They've gone to the top of the 10th there. And the next pitch is in the dirt for ball 2.
Also, Ohtani's pitch count for having 8 strikeouts over the first 4 innings is rather low, 61.
Yeah.
Good strikeouts, you're going to have more pitches.
Ohtani being efficient while striking out 8. There's a 2-0 pitch to Vargas. He'll take outside. It's 3-0. Alec Thomas, the center fielder, waits on deck for Arizona. 3-0 pitch. And taking all the way is Vargas, showing bunt just for show. But he takes a strike here, and it's 3-1. That's playing up the middle for the left-handed hitting Vargas. 3-1. Swung on, hit in the air to left center field. Long run for Pages. Still on the move. Conforto gets over there in the gap, and he cuts it off and makes the catch. And Vargas is out, 1 away for the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the 5th.
The second time tonight that Ohtani's come back after a 3-0 count to a batter.
There's Thomas, left-handed hitting center fielder. 1 for 1. He had a hit to lead off the 3rd. He swings. He's got another hit. Slams it to right center, and on the ground, picked up in the alley by Teoscar Hernandez. And Thomas is 2 for 2, a 1-out single.
I found a number today that kind of surprised me. Well, I was looking at Freddie Freeman's numbers, first of all. First pitch of an at-bat. Freeman has the second highest average in baseball. First pitch. An incredible 475. Well, Schwarber has a 482 average. But this is the number that really shocked me. Major League Baseball average hitting the first pitch is 360.
Higher than I would think.
Much higher than I thought.
Yeah.
I looked at it, I cross-referenced it. But again, Schwarber, 482, first pitch of it at bat. Freddie Freeman, second best, 475, but league average, 360.
1-0 pitch to James McCann is low. 2 balls, no strikes.
So some hitters could make a case. Hey, look, check the numbers. First pitch, guys swing at it at 360 average.
One out, one on. 2 ball, no strike count to the catcher, McCann. He'll swing and foul tip it into the glove of Rortvedt for a strike. 70 pitches as we keep an eye on the pitch count for Ohtani. Looks like somebody is getting up and beginning to move around in the Dodger bullpen. Nobody throwing yet. 2-1. Swung on, fouled away to the right. That'll go up in the 3rd deck. Yeah, it looks like it's just about a sellout here tonight. Really big crowd on this Tuesday. And a lot of Dodger blue here, too. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch to James McCann. Swings, hits a ground ball to Ohtani. Turns, throws to second. Edman has it. The turn back to first. That's an inning-ending double play. 1-4-3. And the Diamondbacks come up empty again. No runs a hit. That's it in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the 6th. It's the
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco.